I want to go back to short, medium, and long-term timelines for the implementation and the acceptance of feminist foreign policy. What timelines are you looking at? Do you have any projections?
Do you mean for the work of my organization, or
that feminist foreign policy doesn't become a niche topic that globally, that are we looking at 10 years out, 20 years out? As a new generation, I'm particularly asking that because I do think that as a new generation gets into politics that thinks differently than the older generation. I'm particularly looking at Gen Z and millennials. There are different priorities for these new rising political superstars, and I do think that they might drive change a little bit faster. I mean, do you agree with that? Do you not agree? And what sort of timelines are you looking at?
I agree. I'm incredibly hopeful, but that is also why I'm doing the work that I'm doing, because I do believe we can have an impact. We have had, and we will have more impact. It is true, and we cannot be naive. The international movement against human rights, against feminism is very, very strong, and we have to be aware of them, and we have to keep demanding money from governments to support our work so that we stand a chance at all. But I'm very hopeful. Even here in Germany, when the Center for Feminist Foreign Policy started our work 4.5 years ago, no one had heard about feminist foreign policy. And now, after it came into the coalition agreement, then the Foreign Office presented the strategy. I was on the panel that day with the foreign minister. When it was only I, and there was a lot more, gave interviews to all mainstream media about it. It was in the main news of the day. People now know of it. Only within the last 1.5 years, there has been such a major shift from a term no one had ever heard of, to something that people talk about with their friends and colleagues. That is phenomenal. And Germany still has a very important role to play internationally. It is it has the opportunity to really be a role model. And I'm sure, especially with Annalena Baerbock, our foreign minister, who's such an authentic and convinced feminist, that she has been inspiring others and she will continue to inspire others. So yes, I'm very hopeful. I believe that within the next 7 years, feminist foreign policy as a term is no longer niche, but it is considered as a normal and convincing and hopeful alternative to the traditional way of foreign policy making, and that we will see many more countries, maybe within the next 5 to 7 years in total, between 10, 20, 25, 30 countries that have a feminist foreign policy. Yeah, I believe so. And yeah, with the urgencies of the crises, the need for new and better ideas is getting stronger and stronger, because we have no other chance. I think it was Albert Einstein who once said that we cannot solve problems with the same mindset that created them. And that is exactly what feminist foreign policy is about. It's a new mindset to tackle the old problems.